And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. Here we go.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. The 3rd year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And as a defense, looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now Fitzpatrick, and his throw here's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Randy Gregory has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Balaj. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
From the 44, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Saquon Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Let's go, defense. Monday. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Check 99.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
We've seen this offense go for it on fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To start on the ground with Balaj. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. From the 27, Fitzpatrick. Room here to run. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. He spots Henderson open left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Hey, foxtrot.
From the 24, Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack on 1st down, Fitzpatrick. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Fitzpatrick. He finds Kalen Balaj, his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. They run it with Balaj. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Check 93 is the mark. 93 is the mark. 2nd and 9. Left. 34.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
X3, 218, chop. Go. 93's the mic. I'm going to come back to you.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 16, Carr. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They go play action here on first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's get it.
On 2nd and 12, Fitzpatrick. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Strong.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
64.
Fitzpatrick now. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down. That's something we didn't see much of from Allen the last couple of years in New England. Heck, last season, 13 games, only 4 targets. But Miami going to try to get him more involved in the passing game as we saw there. You know he has the capability. You think back to 2012, breaking in with Indy. He had 45 catches that season. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Dancing to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Randy Gregory racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Fitzpatrick. Allen has it, left side. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
We'll go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A good pickup there of 22. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
7:34.
The final shot here before half for Carr, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
52 and 56. 52 and 56.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. B.J. Gibson with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
7:34. Hey, Haywood.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Oh, Seibert missed it. This one slides to the right on it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Again, it's Balaj. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On second down now, Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep here for Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Check. Hey, my 7.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
All right, Brandon, normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 45 on second down, Fitzpatrick. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the toss, here's Balaj. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Balaj. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Fitzpatrick. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of... bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Open man, it's Allen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mark Walton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a giant first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7. Carr. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Regular.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop. They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Here's Fitzpatrick. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly, and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Christian Wilkins in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Check 25, check 25.
Barkley. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Stills the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Check 180. Check 42 to my. Left. Like 42. Hey, Steve 6.
throwing again. Fitzpatrick on the left side. This is Stills. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Being chased out left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Throwing on second down. Fitzpatrick eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Dolphins have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's
and the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Tank Carradine in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Fitzpatrick. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.